is rising higher, growing deeper. Rising higher, growing deeper. Little actions and thoughts add up to a big change. This May's theme. We're all about raising our voices and doing it in a way that lifts ourselves and each other. We'll talk about how to speak up with confidence, set healthy boundaries that really support connection, turn conflict into peace through listening, and break through old silence into freedom. It is all about finding our voice and using it to build and move a loving and connected world. I hope you'll lean in and be a part of it with us. The recommended book is Friends, I'm thrilled to invite you into Brené Brown's Braving the Wilderness, a powerful exploration of what it means to belong fully to ourselves, even when it feels risky or lonely. In these pages, you'll discover how stepping into that wild, untamed place of authenticity isn't just brave, it is sacred. It is where true belonging lives. And now I would like to introduce our speaker today. So please help me welcome Elizabeth Chomik.
Thanks, Mardell. I know we wanted Audrey today, but 2 days ago she asked me to do the talk, and she was supposed to do the talk. So let's send her some prayers and make her feel well again. So today we're going to talk about Confidence Unleashed, the art of self-advocacy. I'm so grateful for all the music today. It was like, love, only love matters, and then you saying, that's your superpower, just to be you, right? And so this is awesome. So today we will explore how to discover the power of self-advocacy. Today we will explore how to discover the power of self-advocacy and cultivate the confidence and assertiveness to speak up for yourself and others. Whether in the workplace, relationships, or community, our community, we will delve into practical tools to empower your voice in every aspect of life. To inspire our journey, let's reflect on a profound quote by Roshi Joan Halifax. This quote, all too often, our so-called strength comes from fear. So just think about that. Our strength comes from fear, not love. Instead of having a strong back, many of us have a defended front, shielding a weak spine. In other words, we walk around brittle and defensive, trying to conceal our lack of confidence. If we strengthen our backs, metaphorically speaking, and develop a spine that's flexible but sturdy, then we can risk having a front that's soft and open. How can we give and accept care with a strong back and soft front? Compassion, moving past fear. How can we do that? To a place of gentle tenderness. Move past fear to a place of gentle tenderness. I believe it comes from when we can be truly transparent, seeing the world clearly and letting the world see into us. This is real intimacy, seeing the world clearly and letting the world see into us. The science of mind perspective, self-confidence and self-advocacy extend beyond asserting personal rights. They are expressions of our divine nature. So self-confidence and self-advocacy are expressions of our divine nature. Yeah. I just laugh because I'm not perfect. I'm human. Affirming our inherent worth and infinite potential, we reinforce our truth as manifestations of the universal mind. When we advocate for ourselves, we use the creative power of thought to manifest desired outcomes. Recognizing the divine within is key to this inner authority. Recognizing the divine within is key. This inner authority inspires our thoughts, actions, and intentions. By acknowledging our divine essence, acknowledge that this divine essence is within, we confidently claim our affirmative prayers as realized. Aligning ourselves with the creative law that turns thoughts into reality. So our thoughts come into reality. So we think it comes up. So whatever's in here, internal, is out here, external. So if you want to see love and joy in the community, then you be love and joy in here. That's where you change it, in yourself. With the creative law that turns thoughts into reality. So the first discussion point I'm going to say is the power of thought and belief. Our thoughts and beliefs are essential tools in shaping our reality. This is an Ernest Holmes quote. As Ernest Holmes teaches, life is a mirror, and will reflect back to the thinker what he thinks into it. So, whatever you see out there is a mirror of what you see in here, right? So whatever you're seeing, it's happening in here. Let's think about that. This principle highlights how our beliefs about ourselves directly shape our experiences. When it comes to self-advocacy, cultivating positive self-belief and confidence is key. By affirming our worth and capabilities through our thoughts and words, we project confidence. By affirming our worth and capabilities through our thoughts and words, we project confidence, which influences how others perceive and respond to us. Practical tools like affirmations and reframing negative thoughts help us to build this confidence, ensuring that our self-advocacy reflects our true potential. So use practical tools like affirmations to reframe all negative thoughts. Like, I used that example before, I'm not worthy. Say, I am worthy of displaying my confidence. I have confidence in myself to do this talk today. I could have said no, somebody else could have done it, but 2 days ago I found out. So I just went through the fear, went through whatever it was saying, and changed my mind and said, I can do it. This is the confidence. Thank you. I will be humble. So number 2 is recognizing and honoring our divine nature. In Chapter 8 of The Science of Mind, Ernest Holmes teaches the power of God is within you. The power of God is within you. I'm going to say that one more time. The power of God is within you. This is the divine authority which should be recognized and which should inspire every thought, every act, and every purpose. This principle underscores that we are each an expression of the divine, endowed with inherent worth and potential. Recognizing our divine nature is crucial for effective self-advocacy, as it empowers us to speak up with the confidence that we are, supported by a higher power. Engaging in spiritual practices such as meditation and prayer can strengthen our connection to this inner divinity. So engaging in spiritual practices such as meditation. If you're not good with meditation, you could come here on a Sunday morning and listen to a meditation. We do them at 10:30, or you can listen to a meditation online and just sit there, or just sit in quiet contemplation for a little bit. And prayer, well, you can learn how to do prayer here. We're going to do some more things during the week in the evening, so come out for that. The first thing is Steph's May 14th? 13th. May 13th, we're going to do, Steph is going to do is it a workshop? No.
It'll be in the announcements.
It'll be in the announcements, never mind. Anyways, we're going to start doing things during the week. Oh my goodness. Engaging in spiritual practices such as meditation and prayer can strengthen our connection to this inner divinity, enhancing our ability to advocate for ourselves with authenticity and authority. Whew, that one, the authenticity, that one is, I've been working on that one. So here I am. Number 3 is aligning with universal laws through self-advocacy. The power of our word aligns us with the creative law of the universe, manifesting our thoughts and intentions into reality. This means that when we advocate for ourselves with clarity and conviction, we tap into the universe's creative power, helping to bring our goals to fruition. By employing techniques such as visualization, setting in clear intentions, and practicing assertive communication, we align our self-advocacy efforts with universal principles. This alignment enhances our ability to manifest positive outcomes and realize our full potential. I just have a little story because one of my favorite reverends that we had here was Reverend Connie, and then she was just so divine and dynamic, and her hands were all moving and her whole body was moving, and she just loved. But the thing that caught me was when I was new to the center, she said, "Oh yeah, I went to the chiropractor, my back was unaligned, and then I did a prayer and now my back is aligned." And I was like, wow, you are so powerful. That must be like so powerful thinking, and that got me into this learning how to do this. Prayer is powerful. Now I forgot where I am. Okay. I'm just going to read this all over again. The power of word aligns us with the creative law of the universe, manifesting our thoughts and intentions into reality. This means that we advocate for ourselves with clarity and conviction. We tap into the universe's creative power, helping to bring goals to fruition. By employing techniques such as visualization, setting clear intentions, and practicing assertive communication, we align our self-advocacy efforts into universal principles. So we're not alone. Our self-advocacy, we align with the universe, and it helps to our confidence to get us through this. The alignment enhances our ability to manifest positive outcomes and realize our full potential. So I just wanted to bring up a quote from Wayne Dyer. Wayne Dyer often emphasized the importance of self-belief and the power of intention. He said, "You are not stuck where you are unless you decide to be. You are not stuck where you are unless you decide to be." So you can decide to get yourself unstuck. This quote reminds us that our current circumstances do not define us. By advocating for ourselves and believing in our potential, we can change our reality. Dyer's teachings encourage us to harness the power of our thoughts and intentions to create the life we desire. I remember doing, in this very building with Reverend Ian, he did a workshop with The Power of Intention, Wayne Dyer's book. We did it weekly. We came here and read the book and went through it. And that's another one of the things I learned, the power of intention to change your thinking, change your life. Brene Brown's work on vulnerability and courage is deeply relevant to self-advocacy. She stated, "Vulnerability is not winning or losing. It's having the courage to show up and be seen when we have no control over the outcome. It is willing to be seen." She often uses Brown's insights highlight that true confidence comes from embracing vulnerability, embracing that softness, that compassion in the front here. When we advocate for ourselves, we must be willing to show up authentically, even when the outcome is uncertain. This courage to be seen and heard is a powerful aspect of self-advocacy. She often uses humor, and that's what keeps people, awake and aware. And one of the jokes that I saw online was, vulnerability is not sharing online that you're having a bikini wax. It's like that open courage to be seen and to be heard. The power of our thoughts The strength of our divine nature and the impact of aligning the universal laws are all vital to our ability to advocate for ourselves and others. Our beliefs shape our reality, and recognizing our inner divinity can inspire every aspect of our lives. Embrace the power of positive self-belief and affirmations to build your confidence. Connect with your divine essence and let it guide you in advocating for yourself with authenticity and strength. And as you align your actions with the creative power of the universe, watch as your intentions transform into reality. What do you want to see? You can do it. Becoming a self-advocate involves several steps that help you assert your needs, rights, and desires effectively. Here are some practical steps to guide you on this journey. There's 9, let's see if we can get through some of them. 1, know yourself. Self-awareness. Understand your strengths, weaknesses, values, and goals. Reflect on what you truly want and need. 2, educate yourself. Educate yourself, gather information, learn about your rights, the policies, and the resources available to you. Knowledge is power. 3, build confidence. Positive self-talk. Use affirmations and positive self-talk to build your confidence. I am worthy. I am enough. I can do this. Practice speaking up in low-stakes situations. 4, develop communication skills. Be clear and concise. Clearly articulate your needs and desires. Avoid being vague or ambiguous. Use I statements. I need or I feel. 5, set boundaries. Know your limits. Understand what you are willing to accept and where you need to draw the line. Clearly communicate your boundaries to others and be consistent in enforcing them. 6, seek support. Find allies. Identify people who can support you in your advocacy efforts, whether they are friends, family, or colleagues. Seek support. Join groups. Consider joining support groups or organizations related to your cause or needs. 7, take action. Plan your approach. Develop a strategy for how you will advocate for yourself. Consider the best time and place to have important conversations. Be persistent. Advocacy often requires persistence. Don't be discouraged by setbacks. Keep advocating for yourself. 8, reflect and adjust. Reflect on the outcomes of your advocacy efforts. What worked well? What could have improved? Be willing to adjust your strategies based on what you learn from your experiences. And 9, I think, is the most important. Practice self-care. Take care of yourself. Advocacy can be challenging and stressful. Ensure you are taking care of your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. Acknowledge and celebrate your successes, no matter how small they may seem. So some of you know, last night I went to a psychic fair and I got some readings done, and there was so many amazing things that came through spirit, but one of them, ones that did, was that I need to take more care of myself. So that's what spirit told me. So I need you all to keep me on track there. Take care of yourself. Okay, so the inspirational quotes I used were, "You're not stuck where you are unless you decide to be." And Brene Brown, vulnerability. Vulnerability is not winning or losing, it's having the courage to show up and be seen when we have no control over the outcome. Okay, in conclusion, self-advocacy is a powerful tool that allows you to take control of your life and ensure your needs and rights are respected. By knowing yourself, educating yourself, building confidence, developing communication skills, setting boundaries, seeking support, taking action, reflecting and adjusting and practicing self-care, you can become an effective self-advocate. Remember, the journey of self-advocacy is ongoing, and each step you take brings you closer to living a life that is true to your values and needs. Thank you for joining the spiritual talk on Confidence Unleashed, the Art of Self-Advocacy. May you leave here feeling empowered to speak your truth and advocate for yourself with clarity and strength, knowing that you are supported by who? You are supported by the infinite wisdom and love of the universe. So I'm going to end with an affirmation. If you want to join with me, you can. I confidently speak my truth and advocate for myself with clarity and strength. Namaste.